Have you ever wondered why some people make it a habit to drink water first thing in the morning? Or why there's so much debate about whether water should be consumed warm, cold, or at room temperature? And what if I told you that some of the most common beliefs about hydration might not be as accurate as you think? Before we delve deeper, like this video if you are intrigued by natural health solutions, and if you are new here, hit subscribe and enable notification for our latest update. Water, this simple and essential element, holds remarkable power over our health and well-being. From making up a large part of our bodies to ensuring that our organs function properly, water plays a crucial role that many of us often overlook. But the real question is, are we truly harnessing the full potential of this life-sustaining resource? In this explanation, we'll break down some common myths, uncover surprising facts, and perhaps even shift how you view hydration. You may find that much of what you thought you knew about drinking water, particularly on an empty stomach, is about to change. Let's take a closer look at the science. Before diving into specific claims, it's important to understand why water is so vital to our health. Did you know that about 60% of the human body is made up of water? Not only that, but every one of our organs relies on water to perform essential functions such as transporting nutrients, detoxifying the body, regulating temperature, lubricating joints, and protecting tissues. Water isn't evenly distributed across the body. Some organs like the brain and lungs are composed of up to 80% water. Muscles, which power your body's movement, consist of roughly 75% water, while even the bones, which we often think of as solid, are about 31% water. One important thing to remember is that our bodies are always losing water. Whether through urine, feces, sweat, or even simply by breathing, we lose water consistently throughout the day. On average, a healthy adult can lose about 2 to 3 liters of water daily through these processes under normal conditions. In hotter climates or during vigorous physical activities, this loss can increase significantly. Water loss through urine is the most obvious. The kidneys work around the clock, filtering blood to remove waste and excess water, which is then excreted as urine. On a typical day, you might produce anywhere from 1 to 2 liters of urine. Feces also contain water, although most of it is reabsorbed by the body. However, we still lose about 100 to 200 milliliters of water per day in this way. Sweating, even when not exercising, can account for up to 700 milliliters of water loss per day, and you may not even notice it because it's constantly happening through your skin's pores. In hot conditions or during exercise, this number can skyrocket. Additionally, with each breath we exhale, we lose water vapor. This can add up to about 300 to 400 milliliters of water per day. Given this constant water loss, it's crucial to regularly hydrate your body to ensure optimal function and prevent dehydration. Let's now examine some popular claims about drinking water, especially when your stomach is empty. One widely held belief is that drinking water immediately after waking up helps rehydrate the body, as many people assume they wake up dehydrated. This idea is often supported by the fact that morning urine tends to be darker, which is commonly seen as a sign of dehydration. However, this assumption is only partially correct. Research shows that morning urine is indeed more concentrated, which is why it appears darker. However, this doesn't necessarily mean you're dehydrated. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2003, found that while morning urine samples were darker and more concentrated, this did not always reflect the overall hydration status of the body. More precise hydration measures indicated that many people wake up adequately hydrated, especially if they were well hydrated before going to bed. Your body is also extremely efficient at redistributing water while you sleep. Even though you're not consuming water during the night, your body ensures that water goes where it's needed most. So unless you went to bed dehydrated, you're unlikely to wake up in a severely dehydrated state. That said, Drinking water first thing in the morning can help replenish any minor fluid deficit that occurred overnight. It also encourages healthy hydration habits, setting the tone for maintaining proper water intake throughout the day. So, is drinking water on an empty stomach beneficial? Yes, but the idea that it drastically rehydrates the body may be overstated. Claim analysis. 1. Water intake before breakfast and its effect on calorie consumption. Another popular claim is that drinking water before breakfast can help reduce calorie intake by promoting a sense of fullness. Some research suggests that this practice might curb appetite and prevent overeating. However, the true impact varies depending on individual metabolism and other factors like the type of breakfast consumed. More studies are needed to conclusively prove whether drinking water before meals significantly reduces calorie intake in all individuals. While drinking water on an empty stomach can offer mild hydration benefits and contribute to good health, many of the more dramatic claims surrounding this practice are based on partial truths or myths. Staying hydrated is crucial, but the timing of water consumption, e.g., drinking water first thing in the morning, may not be as critical as making sure you drink enough throughout the day. This simple habit of drinking water upon waking can be a useful way to ensure that you start the day well hydrated. However, it's important to remember that your body is a finely tuned machine capable of maintaining water balance, even while you sleep. So, while starting your morning with water isn't a magical solution, it's still a helpful practice for overall wellness. The claim that drinking a glass of water before breakfast can reduce calorie intake throughout the day is often cited in discussions about weight management. On one hand, there is truth to the idea that increased water consumption throughout the day can help reduce the number of calories we consume by making us feel fuller. When we drink water, it can stretch the stomach slightly, leading to a temporary sensation of fullness, which may reduce hunger signals and prevent overeating. However, this effect isn't limited to just the water we drink before breakfast. It applies to water intake before any meal. A 2008 study published in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association examined how water consumption before meals affected middle-aged and older adults. The researchers found that those who drank water before eating consumed an average of 75 fewer calories per meal compared to those who didn't. This reduction might not seem like much in a single meal, but over time, it could lead to significant reductions in daily caloric intake. For instance, consuming 75 fewer calories per meal translates to 225 fewer calories per day if applied to 3 meals, which can add up to substantial calorie savings over weeks and months. While drinking water before breakfast may be beneficial, it's important to recognize that this effect is not exclusive to the first meal of the day. Studies have shown similar results when water is consumed before other meals. For example, a 2015 study published in Obesity explored the effects of drinking water 30 minutes before lunch in overweight adults. The researchers found that participants who drank water before lunch reduced their calorie intake during that meal by 133%. Showing that the calorie-reducing effect of water applies to meals beyond breakfast. While water can make you feel full initially, the sensation is generally short-lived. Water passes relatively quickly through the stomach and into the intestines, meaning that any feelings of fullness caused by drinking water may fade soon after consumption. This suggests that while drinking water before meals, including breakfast, can help reduce calorie intake in the short term, it's not a guaranteed method to keep hunger at bay for long periods. The idea that drinking water before breakfast reduces calorie intake is partially true, but not as impactful as some might believe. Drinking water before any meal can contribute to calorie reduction, but the time of day, whether before breakfast or lunch, isn't particularly important. The sensation of fullness is temporary, and while it may help in the short term, it's not exclusive to water consumed before breakfast. This claim should be seen in the broader context of overall water intake throughout the day, rather than focusing solely on the morning routine. The next time you reach for a glass of water before breakfast, Keep in mind that it's the regular practice of drinking water before meals, in general, that contributes to potential calorie reduction, rather than the specific timing of when you drink it. Stay tuned as we delve deeper. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to support our channel and stay informed about your health. 2. The impact of drinking water before breakfast on calorie intake. The claim that drinking water before breakfast reduces calorie intake is partially true, but not unique to that time of day. Drinking water before any meal can help reduce calories by creating a temporary sense of fullness, as the stomach stretches slightly, reducing hunger signals. A 2008 study found that adults who drank water before meals consumed 75 fewer calories per meal. Similarly, a 2015 study showed a 133% reduction in calorie intake when water was consumed before lunch. These findings suggest that drinking water before meals can aid in calorie reduction, but the effect is not exclusive to breakfast. However, the fullness from drinking water is short-lived, as water quickly passes through the stomach. While drinking water before meals can help with weight management, focusing solely on drinking water before breakfast is misleading. It's the habit of regular water intake before any meal that matters for reducing calorie consumption, not just the morning routine. 3. Does drinking water in the morning increase weight loss? The idea that drinking water in the morning aids in weight loss is partially true but oversimplified. While it may help with satiety and kick-start certain metabolic processes, the relationship between water intake and weight loss involves more than just timing. Drinking cold water activates the thermogenic effect, where the body uses energy to warm the water to its internal temperature. A 2003 study found that drinking 500 milliliters of water increased calorie burn by 24% within the first hour. However, this effect occurs whenever you drink cold water, not just in the morning, and burns about 12 calories per 500 milliliters, modest in terms of overall calorie reduction. Water consumed before meals has a greater impact on weight loss than timing it for the morning. A 2010 study showed that drinking water before meals helped participants lose 44% more weight over 12 weeks, due to increased satiety and reduced calorie intake. Switching high-calorie beverages like soda or juice for water is another powerful way water aids in weight loss by cutting down on empty calories. Drinking water is crucial for weight loss, but the time of day doesn't make a significant difference. Whether consumed in the morning or before meals, it supports weight loss through hydration, fullness, and calorie savings. 4. Does drinking water in the morning improve mental performance? The claim that drinking water immediately upon waking boosts mental performance is based on the effects of dehydration on cognitive function. Dehydration can impair tasks like concentration, memory, and learning, but the time of water intake is less critical. Research shows that even mild dehydration, 1–2% of body weight, can reduce alertness, focus, memory, and reaction time. Studies from the British Journal of Nutrition, 2011, and Journal of Nutrition, 2012, confirm that dehydration negatively impacts cognitive performance and mood, emphasizing the brain's sensitivity to fluid levels. While morning hydration may seem helpful after hours without drinking, hydration at any time effectively reverses cognitive impairments from dehydration. Studies suggest that water consumption improves mental function regardless of when it occurs. Drinking water in the morning might feel mentally refreshing due to routine and expectations rather than physiological reasons. Hydration is key to cognitive function, but drinking water specifically in the morning doesn't have special benefits. 5. The claim that drinking water in the morning helps eliminate toxins is based on the role of the kidneys in filtering waste. While the kidneys need water to produce urine and remove toxins, their function is not dependent on the time water is consumed. The kidneys filter waste continuously, and their ability to eliminate toxins is more influenced by the level of toxins in the body and overall hydration, rather than the timing of water intake. Drinking more water increases urine production, but it does not necessarily improve toxin removal. Other organs like the liver, lungs, and lymphatic system also contribute to detoxification, regardless of when water is consumed. There is no evidence to suggest that drinking water specifically in the morning enhances the kidney's ability to remove toxins. Therefore, while staying hydrated is crucial for kidney health, the claim that morning water intake has a special detoxifying effect is false. 6. The idea that drinking warm water in the morning is better than cold water is based on the notion that warm water is less shocking to the body after overnight fasting and may aid digestion. A 2012 study found warm water beneficial for people with achalasia, a condition affecting food passage from the esophagus to the stomach. However, cooler water has been shown to encourage higher fluid intake. A 2013 study found that people drank more water when it was at 16 degrees Celsius compared to warmer temperatures, which could lead to better rehydration after a night's sleep. For most healthy individuals, water temperature has minimal impact on overall health or digestion. While warm water may benefit some people, especially those with specific digestive issues, cooler water might be more effective for hydration. Ultimately, the choice between warm and cold water is a matter of personal preference and health needs. 7. The claim that drinking a glass of cold water in the morning boosts metabolism and aids weight loss is contentious. Some studies suggest that consuming cold water, specifically at 3 degrees Celsius, can increase calorie expenditure by about 5% due to the body's need to warm the water. For example, a 2003 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that drinking 500 milliliters of cold water led to burning approximately 12 extra calories within an hour. However, this increase in calorie burning is relatively modest compared to total daily energy expenditure. Further research, including a 2006 study in the same journal, showed that about 40% of the thermogenic effect of cold water comes from heating the water from 22 degrees Celsius to body temperature, 37 degrees Celsius. This suggests that even room temperature water has a thermogenic effect, though less pronounced than cold water. It's important to note that these studies examine the general effects of water temperature on metabolism, not specifically the impact of drinking water in the morning. There is no strong evidence indicating that drinking cold water in the morning offers any additional metabolic benefits compared to drinking it at other times of the day. In summary, while drinking cold water can slightly boost metabolism due to the thermogenic effect, the impact is relatively minor. Therefore, the idea that drinking cold water in the morning significantly enhances metabolic rate or aids weight loss is only partially true. The broader focus should be on maintaining proper hydration throughout the day rather than stressing over the temperature of morning water. In conclusion, water is essential for overall health and bodily functions, including athletic performance. Regardless of whether it is warm, hot, or cold, drinking water in the morning or on an empty stomach does not provide additional significant benefits. As of now, there is no scientific evidence indicating that drinking water specifically on an empty stomach has extra health or performance advantages. Water plays a vital role in numerous physiological processes, such as supporting the function of the digestive, circulatory, nervous, and immune systems. It helps regulate body temperature, transport nutrients and oxygen to cells, remove metabolic waste, and maintain skin and joint health. Adequate hydration is also crucial for optimal physical and mental performance, as even mild dehydration can impair concentration, memory, mood, and physical performance. Rather than adhering to strict rules about the timing or temperature of water consumption, it is more beneficial to maintain consistent hydration habits throughout the day. This includes drinking water regularly, not just when you feel thirsty, which indicates mild dehydration, and ensuring adequate intake before, during, and after meals and physical activities. While the common guideline of 8 glasses of water per day is a useful starting point, individual needs may vary based on various factors. Pay attention to your body's signals, such as the color of your urine, which should be clear or light yellow to indicate proper hydration. Ultimately, the key is to stay well hydrated throughout the day, and whether you drink water first thing in the morning or later, the focus should be on maintaining overall hydration. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already for more health tips, and I wish you great health and happiness. See you in the next video.